But yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Mine was the same, so.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go. Live episode 77, I think, of Candlekeep Mysteries.
Hiya!
Yes,
Hey,
we're
y'all.
nearing the end on mystery number 14. You have been transported back in time through a book known as Alcazar's Appendix, written by an adventurer of times long ago. His only failed quest was in pursuit of a nether scroll, which you are hoping will give you some sort of knowledge or edge in the upcoming investigations and trials. So you step into the portal and are whisked away back in time to the desert of Anorach, where you meet the people who live there, known as the Bedine. And first you find a buried golem, which you obtain a very large magical sapphire from upon mentioning a certain prince. You are also directed towards a ruined temple that is said to hold historical information about the Netherese, but nobody goes there as people die when they go there. Either way, you think you'll be fine, and you start heading off that way. Along the way, you come across some Cyclops, keeping some more Bedine captive, but you easily take care of them, save the captives, and then move on. On towards the end of the journey, you come across some ruins where you find an Androsphinx who is awaiting the right person to answer their riddle. The right person is the right person, and that person
Is
happens to be
Salam.
Salam. And upon answering the riddle, you are bestowed lightning resistance until you
You were the
return to your
chosen one,
time.
Salab.
Yeah, you are the
You're supposed to
chosen
be
one.
balanced to the Candlekeep, not destroy it.
Exactly. Yes, if you were not
That's
the
in all
right
the books.
person, I'm sure you would have perished against this formidable ancient creature. Moving on though, you found the caves known as the Caves of Haroun, and you started to investigate, but not before having a hearty hero's feast, as you are hankering for a feastering. You go on in and find numerous murals depicting the history of a certain prince, and always three wizards with strange hats. But yeah, they kind of show their thing. There's glimpses of a cylinder containing the Nether Scroll. There's the large gem, and there is also the appearance of, I believe, a blue dragon that was causing many problems and was against this young man who was eventually buried within a sarcophagus, presumably dead. Yes, the final mural shows the destruction and slaughter of a city by an assault from a one-eyed blue dragon and its horde of monsters. The blue dragon stands atop a mastaba under which lies a star-filled vault surrounded by a magical aura. The vault holds a young man inside a sarcophagus. On the left side of the mural, three wizards wearing curious hats flee towards a distant series of caves, and an inscription reads, "Here the dragon returns to destroy the city of Azumar and open the tomb of Prince Hamukai as the survivors flee Harun." And upon deciphering and understanding the final mural, the party was ambushed by three purple worms, I believe. However, fortune smiled upon the party as they were properly prepared and were able to banish two of them while resisting the poison of the attacks on the other, bringing it down. And that is where we are currently. Two banished, one dead. Knowledge obtained, but two are still within the cave. And you
Just as
just...
a reminder,
Mhm.
unlike Guardians of the Galaxy 2, they are in fact softer on the inside.
Yes, I believe Azza got swallowed, and
Yeah.
he got out though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just been
like cutting his way out.
yeah, he just about cut his way out of the purple worm, kind of spilled out onto the floor, covered in goo, stomach acid, and probably smelling quite ripe, and that's where we continue. So I'll unpause and hand it over to you guys.
Well, should I be letting these creatures back now, or what are we doing?
Let's get out of here. We're done, right?
Let's kill them. Might as well.
Well, all right.
They don't
I
seem
guess
to pose too much of a threat to us, but
All right.
You could probably
You didn't have to smell their insides, but I suppose that's fair.
you could probably also roll perception.
Why is there something else coming?
Maybe, I don't know.
You perceive
I
five
think I
more
know why,
worms.
but I don't want to metagame.
You perceive 5 more worms all coming their way.
Got
It's
red
like I bring a
worms.
worm. Yeah, I bring a worm that doesn't have poison, bitches.
This
Does acid
this-
damage,
no,
deal
this-
with it.
This worm just breathes, I don't know, power words kill scrolls at you. Let's see, yeah, you still sense tremors in the earth, so the ones you encountered thus far are likely to be the only ones.
Oh,
There are
shit,
likely
okay.
others.
Yeah, we can get out of here then. But I wanted their gems.
Gems?
A map appears of purple stones that are gem-like.
Do what now?
But do purple dragon worms typically have gems?
I don't know.
You know what I'm gonna say.
Hold up, Kane. As you are exiting there, erupting from the side is another purple worm. Oh wait, you
Shit.
can't see it. Hold on.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh,
That's where I meant. So erupting from, as you kind of go to exit, another worm erupts from the side, causing the cave tunnel here to open up. So we will roll initiative for that one, unless you want to. Maybe you could do a dexterity save to try and
Just
roll
add it
past
to
it.
the initiative list.
Yeah.
It'll keep things simpler.
Yeah, that will make things.
At the same
simpler.
time, though, hey, maybe there's more dungeon to explore now.
It's just tunnels from the worms. So you probably find more tunnels and more
Hey,
worms.
you're the one that opened it up, not me.
That's true. Let's see which
Maybe
one
there's
is
more
which
dungeon
is
to explore.
which is which. That one's that one. That one's that one. That one's that one. That one's dead.
I don't even
Okay.
see the purple worm.
You don't? Oh yeah.
He might just be
I
around
see
the
it.
corner.
Yeah, I
Sure.
think you just need a line of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a line of sight.
So we'll restart initiative. So as this worm erupts, it will take Kane and Azza by surprise. So
What? No.
we'll get
He had
it.
such a high perception check.
You had a perception check to know that there's more, but not where it's coming from. Anyway, it takes a nip at Kane and a sting at Azza. So Kane, let's do you first.
They still have
26.
disadvantage
Wait, where is it for this one over here?
from the holy aura.
Does the aura? Oh, the aura is going with you.
The aura is on them. Like, you don't need to move the
Okay.
aura. It's just like once I cast it, it's
Mhm.
on us.
Oh, okay. That's how that one works
Yeah.
then. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll get
It's
rid
a
of it.
blast, except it's duration.
Alright, I'll re-roll the attack. So bite. So 26 is the lowest.
That hits.
So yeah, bite. So you take, the first one was 24 piercing, and you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Or
You have
King.
advantage on that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do first a concentration check
That
for
too.
banishment.
On banishment.
Ah.
Lord King, welcome to Action Park.
Action park.
Oh my god, no way.
Wow,
That's the only thing you could have rolled to fail it.
double ones.
That's crazy. The DC was 12. That's
So,
literally the
yeah.
only thing you could have rolled to fail that.
Kane,
That's
you are
nuts.
running out and you see the exit of the cave. Maybe you relax a little, but then erupting from the rubble beside you, a giant worm just comes out and you are consumed by the worm. As it lands, it lashes out with its tail towards Azza. Wow, 32. That should hit.
32 hits.
So, since you're immune, you take 14 piercing damage.
I rolled a 21 on the saving throw because I have advantage.
Oh, this is... Oh, that was for your concentration. Ah, yeah, that's true. So these all come back
Yeah.
then.
So the other two that I banished are back.
Yeah.
So they can Chadwick because he didn't move.
So the dexterity save is 12. That fails as well.
No,
So you are
21.
Oh,
21.
Oh, you're fine then. So you aren't swallowed. But yeah, the sudden attack
Unless I wanna
causes you
be.
to lose your concentration. It will bring Chadwick up a little bit. He probably will have been following you.
Nah, he's fine where he's at.
And the spiritual hammer, maybe.
Salam, you would move that wherever. Let's see. So the Ting, and then we'll just go back into turn order. So Azza, you're up first.
Yep. Just be above board. I reduced 14 to 11 because of the armor stuff. Alright, so we've got. Oh no, Kane, my associate, who I'm friendly with.
Associate?
Who I am friendly with. My HUD isn't working, so I've got to learn how to do this from the sheet. Shouldn't be that hard. I'd probably go to inventory.
Mm-hmm.
I target. Can't forget to target. Ooh. So, I know that they've been unbanished, so maybe it's time to get a little creative.
Mm-hmm.
I will do 3 strikes and then
TFO.
I guess.
Are you doing Great Weapon
it's
Master
here.
or not?
I don't know. It sounds like someone saying, "Go, go, get out of here! The whole place is collapsing."
Yeah,
I'm like,
Salam is definitely like, get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, maybe he'll call out the two who have returned and just urging you to flee. Serpent's Fang is probably calling you out and saying, "No, stay, fight. It is the right thing to do. Glory for battle."
Wisdom save.
Wisdom
How's
save. No.
There's always future battles. These worms are not worthy of us. You saw that. Anyways, I also call back, Chadwick, as you're passing, do what some people call a dodge action. Or else you might get hurt. So I do a dodge action and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you just do disengage instead?
Dodge is cooler.
Okay.
Yes, disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Again, I need to apologize. I've been playing a lot of PF2 lately. I went to PaizoCon over the weekend. I played 12 games,
Oh wow.
Pathfinder 2 over the weekend. There was not a lot of sleeping. There's no disengage. There's disengage. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, so yeah, you disengage
worrying.
and run past. If that's everything, we'll move over to Salam.
Salam is going to Misty Step.
Mm-hmm.
To right there.
Don't leave Azasan behind. He's got short legs.
And then I will pick up Azasun,
Champion. Yes. Good stuff.
and I will dash to there.
Yeah, he probably doesn't weigh much, so you can just like pick him up like he's like a bag of groceries.
Does it have my movement speed?
Yeah, so you just scoop him up and
Okay.
just start running. He's only a kobold. He doesn't weigh much, and you're strong,
It's not like
aren't
he-
you?
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah, I've
resists.
got an 18 strength.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean he's not resisting, but he's just like wailing madly, just like screaming in your ear. So maybe like you'll get some slight ringing in your ear from the screaming. So yeah, you scoop him up and have a run. That worm's dead. Azasun is in your arm, hands, wherever. And he's
I'll just like throw him in front of me since he's gonna get a turn too.
Yeah, you kind of throw him down, and he kind of just looks up, and then just looks behind you at Kane. And he's like, Master! And he starts trying to run towards Kane. He'll need to squeeze past you, so you could.
I'll block him.
You could block him.
Master,
So I guess
master
he will
boss.
try and force his way past you. So
Yeah, good luck.
You'll use acrobatics to try and jump over you. Yeah, he goes to jump over you, and you just grab him by the leg and just like slam him down.
Get out of here. Kane will be okay.
Yeah, so he will hold his move action then to start running once Kane is safe. So we'll go over to this one here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And it gets to Chadwick. It will attack him with its...
Oh my god, why is Chadwick so far back?
Because he's dragging his leg. 16.
He's an idiot.
That hits for 12 piercing. And then it tries to bite him as well. 16 hits.
I swear to god, if he gets fucking swallowed right now, I'm gonna lose my mind.
29. And then he must make a
With advantage.
dexterity save. How dexterous are you? Oh, not very. So dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Ah, god damn it, Chadwick.
You look back. Well, maybe you can't look back. Chadwick is alone in the cave, and then he is swallowed.
I can't even see him from where I was, so...
Yeah.
I can't see him either.
The power. He will come back with purple worm powers to go on top of the whatever shadow powers he has. Alright, so Chadwick is swallowed, and then over to this one, this one will dash probably. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 25, 30. So yeah, it's where it is. It's probably burrowing through the ground to get under its other worm, and then this one here sees Kane, strikes out with its tail. 25.
That hits.
So you take 11 piercing, and then it will try and bite you. 21. Are you gonna shield that maybe?
I will shield.
Yeah, smart. So yeah, you get hit with the stinger, and you see it start to descend upon you, mouth agape. You summon a shield, which allows you to withstand the biting. You create a giant shield, probably big enough that it can't get you in its mouth, and it just kind of gnaws upon the magic of the shield. Over to Kane. Perhaps you hear some yelps and yells from Chadwick, who you know to be still inside, but then it goes silent.
Kane didn't hear nothing. He's gonna bonus action Misty Step. Fuck, it still has... oh, there we go. I had both Azasun and Kane selected.
So it will take damage on the start of the worm's turn.
Alright, so that's my Misty Step. And then I will take the dash action and move another 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I am off the map 10 feet.
Okay. Let's just target.
And
this.
Azasun was holding his action to run after.
Yeah,
Kane,
so
right?
once Kane gets out, Azason will move 30, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's off the map as well. We go to Chadwick, who is blinded and restrained inside the worm.
Please tell me he has Dimension Door.
What does he have? I can't even find his token underneath all these worms. There he is.
Wait, is that a command that works? No. It's not.
Oh, he has. Let's see. If he's restrained, how does that impact his magic casting?
You can still cast spells.
You can still cast, yeah.
Let me see.
I think the only things that affect casting is like stunned, incapacitated, paralyzed, or
Things that take your action away, basically.
yeah.
Let's see. He has teleport.
I think that is that in the
That
minute
requires
cast?
sight.
Teleportation circle.
Oh yeah, that requires time.
Yeah, I think that's cast. I think that's like a minute cast. What kind of wizard doesn't take Dimension Door? Come on.
Chadwick. He has something that will save him.
Doesn't he have like the shadow fucking?
That's
Shadow Step?
basic. That shadow step is Misty Step.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
so-
maybe it was Thunder Step.
So he has to see where he.
Does Thunder
Has to
Step?
jump
Does he
to-
have Thunder Step? Misty Step, which
Well-
is his shadow step.
Well, you know, I'll go back for him. So when the worm opens its mouth to bite me, he can see me and teleport to me.
Maybe.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, it's just one long tube, right?
Just
He has a
giant
plan
fleshlight.
actually. So he can cast spells, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he has one last resort, but he's going to try this first.
Fireball. He'll launch
Fireball.
himself out like a firework.
So he is going to try and banish the creature that he is inside, if that works. So banishment on the one he is in. So that is a charisma saving throw. Charisma saving throw.
There we go.
So he banishes the creature around him. This might be bending rules, but oh well. So he banishes this one and kind of lands here. His exit is still blocked. Oh no, that one went underground, so he doesn't actually. I did say that. So he casts that, and then you'll start.
Their position in the circle is nebulous too. He might be able to see like through a.
So the one
I don't know,
behind
if it's
burrowed
like
down
that,
to
like
try
like
and
that.
head you guys off at the pass. So maybe there's some disrupted earth, but he can go over that. So 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. So yeah, Azza, you look back and you see Chadwick kind of running with that familiar goop kind of drenching him. And that's as far as he can go. So we go to Azza.
Alright, what can I do to save this boy?
I had a backup plan as well. For that would be interesting.
He was up in the final encounter. Like Wolfenstein, the one of the newer games.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you left me behind in a robot.
He doesn't know Kane left him.
He doesn't know.
I mean, it's one of
He
those
could
things
assume.
like it's one of those things where they had a psychotic break. And it's like they didn't need the reason. We made out and he didn't.
Alright, so what's the plan, Azza?
I don't know.
I wish Greater Invisibility had an upcast like regular Invisibility did.
That would be broken.
I mean, it would make sense though.
Yeah, it would make sense.
I can still twin spell it.
You could. That's pretty strong. Just 2 sorcery points. That's pretty crazy.
No,
I think it's
it's
it'd be
the
4.
level.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the level of the spell.
I see.
Okay. Wait, I have an idea, but I need to check how it works. It's a new feature.
Yeah, talk us through it.
I have a teleport now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not exactly just click and use. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna run this by you, and you'll tell me if Azza thinks this is gonna work or not gonna work. Dash here, action surge to move again, having grabbed the boy, and then I now have this. Wait, that didn't work. Now I have this, which would give me a teleport after I action surge. Would I be able to teleport him as if I was carrying him like an item? And then I dashed.
You gain the ability to teleport on your space. You can teleport before. You can teleport. This is specific to your class, right? It's not.
It normally says if you can teleport things with you on teleports. Like on Dimension Door, it specifically states that you can bring somebody with you.
No, I mean, yeah. So you've not used this before.
Sword with me.
Maybe if you were wearing Chadwick, like some sort of
cape. Don't finish that. Don't finish that.
No, you can't take another person with it, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, you can't blame me for asking.
Well, that's a good idea. Why don't you action surge, teleport to him, and then use all of your actions to run away?
So you teleport and then you just drag his ass.
Yeah.
Or something.
Because then you would have your move, and you would have 2 actions to dash.
There will probably be opportunity attacks on you depending on where you move.
Is that how action surge works?
Action surge just gives you an action, doesn't it? Yeah,
it just gives you another action.
Yeah, so you use your action, then you action surge to get another one.
Action surge OP.
Okay.
Yes, you can action surge before taking your first action.
Wait. Ugh, never mind. I don't remember using action surge in the last fight, but I guess I did.
Oh yeah, you did.
There's a big zero next to. There's a big zero next to the action surge.
You already used it.
Versus the purple worm that he killed. Yeah. So he was like, I might as well finish it.
Well, I've got better stats for resisting these things, so I dash over here. Like maybe I don't.
Wait, why would you dash to there? And grab it from there.
So maybe you see where this one is burrowing, so you could probably attack it, but it is kind of burrowed in the earth, which is why Chadwick was able to like run to where he is. This one's out in the open though.
Well, I was more going for cover. I don't know where this is going to pop up.
You see it burrowing, but you're not sure where it's thinking of popping up.
Okay, I go back for him. I'm planning on going further, but as I get to this square, it's like...
You probably... I don't know how much you'd know about purple worms, but you probably know that... Well, you didn't see eyes on them, so you probably think they can sense you in some other way.
Sure. I wasn't planning on blinding them. I can't fly.
Yeah. Well, it's just a sense of, is it going under and then planning to come up somewhere, or is it just burrowing until it senses someone? That kind of thing.
I can't make it not sense me. Okay, so... Crap, how far was it to move there? I'm fine. I swing.
Yeah. So you start swinging at that one.
Who you're attacking?
I mean, he can disengage out of here next time.
Well, he goes after this one is the problem.
Yeah, Chadwick's at the end of everything.
Well, I don't know if I grabbed him, it doesn't just move him to the end of the tunnel.
He'll be fine. Just let him be.
That's not helping.
I guess Kane's hot-footing it. You probably see, you see Salam, but you haven't seen Azza or Chadwick yet.
No, that's not how that works. Oh, it's too big. try to pull aggro.
Yeah.
That's what
I mean,
do.
these things are quite simple-minded.
I can resist damage better than he can.
Mm-hmm.
So where's my stuff?
He's pretty beefy.
Surprisingly, yeah. 26 hits, 14 slashing.
14.
Twenty-seven
Oof.
hits for 10. And 31 hits for 15. Nice.
Okay. Bonus action. Make the sword fly, so it does it again.
Mm-hmm.
No. Well, I'm doing my part. Why aren't you doing yours?
Yeah, that's gonna miss, unfortunately.
Pass.
Okay, so yeah, you pass on to Salam then.
Ah, fuck.
So yeah, Salam, you look back, you see Azza kind of standing with Chadwick fighting this other one.
Good means leave
God
no one
damn
behind.
it. What are you
Good.
doing, Azza?
Good alignment means leave no one behind. Literally like a fighter thing, like, oh, the wizard be okay.
Yeah, he has magic.
Yeah, and he sucks at it. You know this as
That's
well as I
true,
do.
He does suck at it. Fuck.
Yo,
Okay.
the shade to Chadwick right now.
He's been with
He
you
had-
from day
He
one.
has magic, but he sucks at it. Yeah, you're right. He sucks at it.
He's a scholar,
cats
not a
wearing
Oh,
fighter.
actually, what is...
He's a scholar that's been forced into combat through your antics.
I respect him
I'm
as a
not
scholar,
gonna-
but he's really got to learn more than Shadow Ball. You know, something like Fireball. Maybe
Okay.
Dark Fireball.
Dark
I'm gonna
Fireball.
stay right here, and I am going to hold an action to cast Banishment on this fucker when he pops up to come get
Mhm.
Chadwick.
Okay.
I say, Chadwick, I'm literally waiting on you. Do not slow down. Keep going. And I'll
Actually,
follow.
can I see this one right now at all, or
You
no?
can probably see where it's burrowing. So it's under the ground, and you can like follow the disturbed earth as to where it is.
But I wouldn't be able to cast Banishment on it like right now.
No,
Just
you
like-
need
just
to
like
see
Tremors.
it. Yeah, so like in
Okay.
Tremors, you can follow it like that.
I was just gonna cast Banishment at 5th level and try to get both of them, but I don't think I'll be able to. Well, I could do it once I see both of them. That could be the trigger. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna cast Banishment at 5th level, and I am going to wait until I can see 2 purple worms, and then I am going to cast it. So I'm gonna say to everyone, just run. As soon as I can see both of them, I can get rid of them, but I need to be able to see them, so you need to draw it into my sight.
Yeah. So with the readied action, it will go off once it's finished its triggering action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so you start concentrating on that spell and kind of ready to unleash it upon your target. Okay. So we'll go to Azazun, who is just next to Kane, assisting him in whatever that is. So we go over to this. Oop, too far. So this is the one that's banished. I'll put a target on him as he had swallowed, but that's not that anymore. So we go over to this one, who will erupt up and try and bite on Chadwick. So he'll bite Chadwick, and then once he's completed that action, banishment will go off.
Which
No.
is why
No,
I was-
Banishment won't go off yet.
It won't?
No, my trigger was when I can see 2 purple worms.
Oh, okay, I missed that part.
And this is why I was trying to move there.
I mean, can you see the one here?
Problem.
I can't, no.
Oh, okay.
I figure once it attacks, I'll be able to see it for a split second to be able to cast it real quick, so.
So, I mean, you see the dead one there, and then this one. I guess.
Yeah, you see them both. I'm kidding.
You
No,
see
that's
two
terrible.
purple. You see 2 purple worms. So yeah, this one will erupt from the earth and attack Chadwick. Then, so Azza and Chadwick are in the same kind of same space. So it kind of erupts from underneath the two of you. It will attack Azza with its tail stinger, and then Chadwick with its bite. So Azza 17, that misses, and then Chadwick,
What?
that misses.
No disadvantage anymore. I had to drop Holy Aura to.
Oh really? What was the first on
to
the
do
roll? That was a
banishment.
14. So 14 plus 9 plus 5, that should hit you, Azza.
Okay.
So that will be the stinger. So let's see. Let's see. So that's just 8 piercing on you then. And then what was the first roll for Chadwick? It was an 8. So that's gonna hit Chadwick, I believe. Yeah. So what was the it's not rolling damage.
Damn it, Chadwick! You can't cast shield. Shield.
I'll just need to roll the bite again to get the damage. So 21 piercing. Wait, yeah, he does have shield. So what would the total be? 22. What's his What's his AC? 22. We should have more than that for his AC. Is it that bad? Yeah. No, he can't shield that, I think. So yeah, that's gonna hit him. So he'll roll concentration. Yep, he's fine. And then he'll do a Dex save.
Oh my god, this bastard doesn't even have Warcaster.
I think he does.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I should. Yeah. Anyway, dexterity save. Let's see if he gets eaten. Again.
Yep.
He gets eaten. So yeah, he again is swallowed by the worm here. So as you see the stinger come, it knocks you off guard, and then you see Azza consumed by the worm next to you. So let's put a pip
Close
on
enough.
him, so you see who has it. So over to this worm here, who will attack Azza. So your Azza's the only one, so tail stinger 30.
Alright, so as soon as that tail stinger
Yeah.
goes off, I'd be able to see him, so then I'll do banishment.
Yeah, so you
I'll let the
take
attack hit me first,
So the
just for
attack
fair.
goes 30,
Yeah.
so you take 5 piercing, and then Salam will do the banishment, so that's charisma saving throws
yeah.
for these two.
I don't think they can possibly pass because they have a -3. My DC's 21, so
That is
might as well
true.
just banish them.
Saving throw. I'll just put the roll out anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, they get banished. Bing bang bong. And then Chadwick is there. Alright. So yeah, and then we go over to Kane. What's Kane doing?
It's a whole lot of resources being burnt for Chadwick.
For
Mhm.
real.
We'll probably be able to sleep. It's not like we're spending anything consumable.
I can't even see a creature.
Maybe you see Salam at the entrance to the cave, but that's about it.
Oh, that's right. I can't even see past the llama.
Yeah, you just see Salam like throwing a spell into the cave. Just like screaming something into the cave.
How far do I think Az is so I can fireball?
You'll do max damage, but I'm a fighter. Just throw it to your max range. I don't know.
I just like literally Kane doesn't see any of the creatures, so
Right.
I mean, do you stay where you are, or do you put more distance, or what?
I
Kane
mean,
would-
Salam would be saying just run.
You probably wouldn't need to tell Kane twice.
yeah, Kane would just walk away.
So-
He'll just be like, "You guys got this."
So
Just walk
you'll
away.
slow your run to maybe a brisk walk or something.
Like those old lady at the park where they're like just
Mhm.
walking fast.
Yeah, so you slow down to power walk, then we go over to Chadwick. So I guess he's just being told to go, so he will shadow step first. So 5, 10, 15, 20,
Counter
25, 30. And then he uses his move action. 5,
Same
10,
joke,
15,
different
20,
day.
25, 30. So yeah, he makes his way
And
to
then
the
he can
entrance.
dash.
Yeah, the shadow step was a bonus, wasn't it? So yeah, he can then dash
Yes.
again. So,
Go! As he gets past me, go! You just hear it in the background. Go.
so yeah,
go,
he just
go.
disappears into the shadows, appears at the entrance, and he just starts running. But he's like constantly looking back at you, Asa, to see if you're running as well, which will probably you will be doing. So he continues
Yeah, I
to run.
guess. I mean, or I could just go full Captain Ahab. This is my purple worm. I'll just grab my sword, so that ends, and I dash. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so you grab your sword and
Here.
you start running.
I
So
did
with
actually
those
measure it, but I get out.
banished and you not sticking around for more to turn up, you are able to run, and then when you feel you're safe enough away, or just when the is it 1 or 2 minutes?
1 minute.
1 minute passes, they'll reappear.
Then all the worms eating up the mountain, the whole cave collapses. End of story. Very dramatic.
So yeah, after a minute or so, so what? No, it wasn't like that. So after a minute or so, when you just decide to drop concentration, you hear kind of distant like roars and rumbles from the cave. But yeah, you continue to make your way away from the cave. So yeah, you have gone into the caves of Haroon and emerged from its depths with the knowledge you were seeking out, which came as a location to somewhere on a map. So yeah, you can start heading there immediately. You could take a long rest.
I'm gonna harness divine power and get back a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay. So what's the plan now?
Find some normal shelter and rest. I think we've got a lot of planning to do, and
so yeah,
boy, that
you
was
maybe
exhausting.
you
It feels exhausting.
we still have Hero's Feast on us, so we could go. I mean, I still have most of my resources left.
It'll take a while to get to where you're going. Let me see if it says.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess it served its purpose. It saved us from that fight, so.
So after seeing the murals in the Hall of Rainbows, the Caves of Haroon, the characters know their next destination, the ruined city of Azumar, that is now.
Yeah, it sounds like we need to find those ruins.
Any Badine guide knows the tale of the city, but you don't have any on you.
Were we supposed to?
I still got 13 spell slots left.
They told you about this cave, and that's it.
Yeah, were we supposed to have guides?
No. I mean, you could do. If you coerced one into guiding you.
Yeah, coercion.
But yeah, it's gonna take it's gonna take some walking to get there, yeah. You know where you're going, but it's going to take a while to get there.
You have 8-level spells?
Yeah. That's what Holy Aura was.
I don't even have 4.
I got 6.
But you get 3 attacks a turn. Well, 4 attacks a turn, so we'll call it even.
That's only good for the big guys. But you beat big guys with banishment. Fucking bullshit. I'm kidding.
So what are you doing? Resting, traveling, then resting?
I mean, if it's gonna take more than our 24 hours or whatever to get there, we might as well just rest now and then head there.
Yeah. Well, you could probably do a bit of traveling to put some safe distance between yourselves and the cave.
Can do that, yeah.
And then you find somewhere to camp, and then you have a long rest. Yeah.
Find some nice palm tree somewhere.
Yeah, you find somewhere that's suitable for taking a long rest, and you set up camp. Anything to talk about between the group while you have a long rest?
Kane, not Kane. Chadwick, stay closer to Kane.
Yeah, Chadwick, you really need to be smarter about this. You shouldn't have been all the way in the back by yourself there when we were all kind of leaving.
I don't know, man. Yeah, it seemed fine, but then it wasn't. I don't know. I guess, yeah.
Just we all make mistakes. I've made more than I have any right to be alive for, but just stay closer to Kane. Kane knows what he's doing.
Yes.
He's
I'll
very
stay close to you,
adept at
Asa.
getting out of trouble really fast.
I'll just stay
in
close to
many
you,
ways.
Asa.
Some would say he has some sort of an instinct for it.
I hardly make any mistakes.
Chadwick just like
that
glowers
he
at
regrets.
you. Yeah, I'll try and be more careful, but I don't really have a sense for these things.
That's why I'm suggesting you stay with Kane. He has an incredible sense for these things.
Sure, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I'll stick close to you, though, Asa. I got your back.
You got my back, and I appreciate it, but you can do that from range.
That's
I
true.
fight against my instincts to run, because I'm the one with the sword.
I can have a sword. If I
You don't
want.
want a sword. Chadwick, please. We're not
Got my
arguing
shadow
about this.
blade.
You should use that in emergencies.
Yeah, okay. I'll try.
Please.
That got pretty hairy, though, back there, right?
Yes, it did, which is why we're
Yeah,
having this
because of you.
conversation.
It wasn't all my fault.
Mm,
No one expected the other worm, and that the banishment would drop. That's not on any of us. It just happens.
I guess.
But if you were more careful, well, we wouldn't be worried so much.
Did you see when I banished that one that ate me?
Yeah?
That was pretty cool,
That was-
right? I had another idea, but I wanted to try the banishment first. The other one was
That
a
was-
bit of a last resort.
That was fine. It seemed like
Good.
fine.
it seemed like we had more than just an edge in that fight, and yet being swallowed helped no one. So I don't think even in the worst case anyone was going to die there. But it does suggest that we lack a sense of coordination even after all this time.
I feel like I was perfectly coordinated.
I just
Yeah, you
smile.
got out of there pretty quick, from what I
I
saw.
also took 2 out of the fight with just a snap.
No one's arguing your magic isn't powerful, Kane.
Yeah, but Asa killed one with his bare hands.
On the inside!
I also banished 2 of them, and one of them currently had you swallowed, Chadwick, so...
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Like we said, banishment is powerful magic.
It is.
It worked when he cast it, it worked when you casted it. And yes, I understand that I didn't kill it alone. I was just having a little fun. It feels, well, it didn't feel great doing it at the time with the acid and all, but, well, I've never killed something from the inside before. I marked that as an achievement.
So long as it gets the job done, right?
I suppose.
I've killed many things from the inside.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Try that. Don't make conflict. We're
Yeah.
trapped in the past, so I think we've got all the time in the world. Well, at least 100 or so years, at least, to get this done. There's no need to rush.
Wait, what? We
There's
have to wait until we get back to when our time was?
No.
Oh, okay.
I said we have all the time in the world to get this done.
Oh, okay.
So there's no need to rush.
Well, I mean, we still die of old age, though, right?
Okay, we don't have to go at that pace.
I mean, that adventurer, Alcazar,
Chadwick-
he's
Chadwick
from
Donovan,
a
that's
long
what I said.
time ago.
Yeah, and I don't know why he quit. But he did.
He probably
So we
quit
don't-
when he was old or dead.
Well, then who wrote the book? I mean, if he
I
died.
don't
No, you're distracting me.
Okay.
So we know we're going to the city.
Yeah.
We know there's
City of
there's a possibility of
Azima.
blue. Yeah, it's a good name.
I don't
We
know
know-
where it is, though. Kane was the one reading the map. Kane, did you make a note where it is?
suspenseful silence.
Kane.
I'm reading my notes right now. Hold on one second.
Hey, you made a map, right?
You made a
Yeah, I
survival.
think
You made a
I think
survival
we
check,
said
and then you
Yeah.
saw where it is. So
Yeah,
you.
don't worry. I'm kidding.
Mhm.
I know we did.
So let's say the Bedine gave you a map of the local area, and then Kane is able to, after some time, kind of work out where it is, because there's like a new map, and that was based off an old map. So yeah, it takes you a bit to figure it out, as this isn't really your kind of forte. But yeah, you eventually work out where it is. And like on the new map, it's labeled as the ruined city of Azumar. And it is labeled as do not go.
Well, you know what?
Alright.
We're going.
I guess I didn't put down the location. I have the script talking about the Prince Hamukai of Azumar.
Yeah. There was just a
Here-
roll at the end to understand the map that was on the final inscription, and you passed it. So I guess you recall it and then are able to place its location on a new map that the Bedine gave you. So it takes some time to work it out, but yeah, you eventually get a location on the new map. And it is a number of days away. At least one encounter away. So
Crap.
yeah. You have the location and you have your opportunity to rest.
Yep. Let's rest. Let's
So yeah, I
rest.
presume Salam summons his hut and you will rest inside
Hut.
and then set
Hut.
off when it is safe and you are ready to do so. So let's say there's it's a few days to go there. It says a few days.
Just a few.
1d4 plus 1 days. 3 days.
If I want to shorten the time,
Uh-huh.
I can. Never mind, I got rid of it. I was
All
gonna
right.
say I could twin spell polymorph, but I got rid of it. So
That's fine. So I mean, yeah, you make tracks.
You
Let's
got rid
say
of monkey spell?
Yeah, because he can turn into a green dragon now, so he's like, fuck polymorph, I don't need it.
Yeah, but what if he's a green dragon with his monkey minions?
that's true.
It's alliteration.
All right. So on the second day, you are traveling. Let's see.
Commands.
Okay. So as you are traveling during the second day of travel, you crest a dune and see a rocky encampment in the distance with small cave entrances all over its surface. You see dozens of tiny humanoid creatures dash back into the caves, sensing your presence.
Or
So
that's just a welcome reception.
let's see. Let's get this bit ready.
Did we get anything, an impression more than tiny? Did we see like scales, flesh?
They're very small, so roll perception.
Could I have advantage because I think it's kobolds?
I mean, no.
Yeah.
They're
I'm
small,
kidding.
but it's not kobolds.
Are you sure? Because we know there's a dragon. You're right. I'm making assumptions. Also, I'm blind. Help me. There's sand in my eyes.
Yeah, the sand kind of whips up and you don't get a good look at them before you get there.
Help. I've fallen and I can't get up.
So because of the way it is positioned, you see that there is a big dip, but you see like the top parts of the caves and they sense you're coming. Let's see. Alright, let's get that going. I'll put you onto the scene. So you see all of these creatures these tiny things start rushing away as you approach.
I got a black screen.
Why?
Oh,
Oh,
but I
you
don't
haven't
have
got
a
a token
token.
on there, yeah, that's why. So as you approach, you see
Release
some...
me, Dungeon Master.
I will. So as you approach, you see something large kind of buried in the sand. From where you are, it just looks like rocks? No, it's something else. You're not entirely sure. But as you approach it from behind, you can't quite tell. So before I put you on the map, what do you do regarding this thing? So there's something buried in the sands. At first you think it's rocks, but then it's not. It's something else. What do you do?
Sorry, what?
So as you approach the cave area, you see at the foot there is something buried in the sand, but from behind it, it looks like just at first like maybe some weird shaped domed rock kind of thing. But
Is it
then
moving at all?
you can't quite, you don't see any movement, but the more you look, you can see that this isn't rock, it's something else.
Were
Does
the
it look
tiny
like-
creatures moving past it?
At first there were some creatures near it, but then as they sensed your presence, they kind of dashed away into caves.
Okay, so they don't move past it in bulk.
So yeah, they disappear into caves. It doesn't look like rock. It looks like a shell or something.
I was just about to ask
Sure.
that. Does it look like a
It-
shell?
It is a rock lobster.
It looks like it could be a shell, but the shell has also been weathered and worn down and has crap stuck to it that is like sand and such. So this giant thing seems to be
How
buried
big is
in.
it?
It's big. Even though it's buried in the sand, it is big.
Well,
And as you get closer, there is maybe some modicum. Maybe the shell moves a little, but you hear like something on the other side kind of moving and making low kind of rumbling noises. This is a large thing.
I'll just I'll get my spiritual weapon out at 4th level.
Mm-hmm.
Just expecting a fight.
Okay. Anyone else do anything?
Well, yeah, I have my weapons out. Not necessarily for the bump, but the small creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Though, you never know what's going to come from the bump.
Mm-hmm.
Kane, do you have something like a wind blast? Something clean it up?
Well, I don't have anything like that, but I do have some spells that can affect the area.
Shadow will say,
Fireball,
shouldn't
you might
we
just make
see what it is
glass.
before we start blasting?
Well, by wind blast, I mean like a gust. Come on. Hold me here.
Well, I have prestidigitation, but that requires me to get close.
I think it's also like... I don't know if this counts as... No, I don't know prestidigitation. I'm not going to say anything. Well, watch the cave for the small things. I'll poke around. So I approach with heavy steps.
Oh, okay. So you approach like really obviously, like heavy steps.
I mean, I can't stealth. Yeah, I could try,
Yeah.
but we know it's gonna fail.
Okay, so as you approach, you hear a
Salam is
rumble,
going with.
and you hear. Do any of you speak Draconic or Terran?
Doesn't Kane speak Draconic?
Kane's not with you.
Oh.
Well, it's not a
I thought he
loud,
was
booming
close
voice
enough.
that we heard for hours.
I mean,
For
well,
miles.
Kane might be able to make it out, but he's not with you, so he'd have to catch up or shout over what he hears.
As soon as I hear another language, I'll just cast tongues on myself.
Okay. So that allows you to understand and communicate, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you do that. So you don't miss the start. You miss the start of it, but then it kind of you cast a spell and it tunes in, and I guess Azza, you hear just some deep rumbling voice that you don't understand. Kane, off in the distance, you hear something speak in what do you speak? Draconic.
I do not speak Draconic. I speak Celestial, Common, Celestial, Primordial, and Infernal.
Okay,
Well, I
never
figured
mind.
the whole dragon thing
Yeah,
gave you access to
when
Draconic
he's
now,
in
but
dragon form.
Yeah, when I'm in
Um,
dragon form, I have Draconic.
so the only one who understands then will be Salam. So you catch the end of you
Oh, Azasun!
as a
He
son,
speaks
yeah.
Draconic.
He'll speak Draconic, so he'll be able to relay to you, Kane, that this something is asking who approaches. So Salam, you get the kind of the tail end of the sentence of someone saying who approaches in a big booming, grindy, gravelly voice.
hello. I am Salam, and I am with my companions Azza, Kane, and Chadwick.
Do you
I hear
bear
my
ill will? You made my friends flee.
No, we did nothing to them. They just fled as soon as they saw us.
So you are honest and true, and do not bear me ill will or risk of harm.
Indeed. As long as you
Then
bear us none, then we will bear you none.
I could if I tried, even though I am in a bit of a predicament. But
Perhaps we can help.
yes,
What
that is
predicament
my
are you
hope.
in?
Approach and you shall see.
Very
So
well.
yeah, you approach and you see a very sandy. Boop, let me just put you on here. We go. I got Azza, got Chadwick, we got
Hey.
Kane, and we got Salam. So you approach and you see embedded in the earth a giant dragon turtle, but not the ones you're used to seeing in the sea. This one seems to have been impacted and weathered and taken on the kind of tones of the desert, and
dragon
it is
tortoise.
buried in this sand. You
That's
can
a
see its
tortoise.
shell and its head is up there, so it is likely still a threat, but if you were to attack it, it probably wouldn't it you don't think it can move.
I want to
Its head is
confirm.
above.
I want to confirm. We're sure this is biological because the picture makes me think mechanical.
Yeah, this is like an AI generated one. It's the closest I could get because
Roger.
dragon turtles are all about the sea, so I wanted this one to have like
Yeah.
a bit more of a sandy look.
Okay,
So
sorry.
yeah,
I wasn't
so
sure.
it's
I thought
like
it was
those kind of
official art.
sand tones. It does. I guess it could look kind of like bionic-y.
It looks
yeah.
real to me.
Yeah.
All right, it was just my impression.
No, that's fine.
It's
but yeah,
it's a lot of the shell where the shell meets the head at the neck. It's like very mechanical to me.
yeah,
But
it does.
Yeah,
It does have that definitely. Yeah.
dragon tortoise.
So yeah, it's a It's what you would presume to be a dragon turtle, but this one has like the tones and colors of the desert, and it is in fact just buried in the desert. There's some of its shell poking out and its head and neck, but none of its limbs are out of the desert sands.
So you're buried. No, wait, I don't speak the language. Never mind.
So you just hear like booming guttural voices, and then you see Salam kind of respond accordingly.
I take the same sort of stance Salam does. So Salam's not like has his weapon raised. I'll practically sheath mine.
I'll turn to everyone and say, you can relax. He means us no harm as long as we give him none. So,
Yes.
Kane,
Right.
do you have a way to communicate in Draconic?
I guess.
Besides turning into a dragon.
I guess hearing that, Kane will come join you.
Unfortunately, oh yes, I have Azelson. You could translate for us.
Actually, I'll just.
I was
It's not
thinking
that-
more you yourself, actually. Here. And I'll go over to Kane and I'll cast tongues on him too.
Okay. So yeah, like Azerson is kind of, once he gets a glimpse of this thing, he's like, ah, big dragon. Oh, big dragon. So yeah, Azar, if you're keeping an eye on the cave, you could roll perception.
Yeah, I'll leave negotiations to the experts.
So yeah, roll perception as you kind of keep an eye on the cave.
Show me potato salad.
Yeah, Chadwick will be there with you.
Sorry, nothing,
14.
Chadwick.
You can't make out what it is, but you see something very small kind of scampering around on the inside there.
I still think it's kobolds,
You don't know?
but I digress.
How did you come to be in this desert?
Oh, that is a story from millennia ago. The sands have covered them, but I am restrained by chains. I am
Oh no.
a prisoner of a merciless and cruel Netherese wizard from a time long gone. The city here was abandoned, and I suppose I was too much trouble to transport and was left to die. But I was discovered by my friends hiding in the caves there, and they brought me some food and water. It was little, but it was enough to sustain me. I did my best to defend them and help them survive from where I am, but the time has passed and it grew harder, you see. The chains were in the way initially, but now I am rather buried in the sands here, and I am unable to free myself.
Would we be able to undo the chains if we could get to them?
If you are powerful enough, I don't see why not. Perhaps some high-level magics will destroy them, or at least make them mundane enough to be broken.
We are indeed powerful.
Then it is fortuitous that you are here to save me.
Perhaps if we were able to help you, perhaps you could help us in turn. We are on a quest of sorts.
That would seem fair, although I am weakened from having such little in the way of sustenance. But
Of course. It was more information and knowledge that I was seeking rather than...
I could do that, I'm sure. And then I would be able to get some strength back eventually, after maybe having something more substantial to eat.
Of course,
Maybe
I wish
after
we
like
had-
100 years.
I wish we had something with us, but I don't really... I mean, I guess if it really comes down to it, I could do a hero feast for us, but...
I would be happy with my freedom. I would have strength enough to hunt for some food myself.
Oh, you know what? I think... So, would I be able to tell if his current, like, energy level and stuff like that is, like, would be equivalent to, like, exhaustion levels?
I mean, it will probably equate to that, but he is huge, and the food and water that's been brought to him has been done so by very tiny creatures.
Okay.
So he's like probably like hyperglycemic at the best.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking greater restoration gets rid of an exhaustion level, so I was thinking
That'll
maybe if I
probably give
cast
him an
that, maybe it
energy
would-
boost, but that would probably quickly fade unless he got something proper in his stomach to
Okay.
then continue to be energetic.
How do we get to your chains? And what is your name?
Oh, my name, yes. Ogrul is what I am known as.
Oh, that's in.
Hold on. There we go. Oh, it's still. God damn it. It doesn't reset the language when I go off the token. Where's common? Here we go.
Oh, cool.
Ogrul. Tell me your names as you start to expose the chains.
Oh, well, I introduced this already. I am Salam.
Salam.
I am Kane. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Very good.
And then that is Azza and Chadwick back there.
I hear my name and I wave.
And this
Yes.
little one here is Azza's son.
A kobold, but not from these parts, I would believe. Greetings, little one. I am aware of your kinds and their use. Funny
Am I
you keep
getting
such
vibes?
company.
Am I getting vibes like he wants to eat Azza's son? Can I make an insight check?
I mean, he would eat him, but he is not going to do anything. Because as a son is with your party and he is viewing your party as friendly. But you probably know dragon turtles as like omnivorous, so he would eat any of you if like, you know, you were on a plate or that kind of thing. But the vibe you're getting from him, he is absolutely unaggressive towards you.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah.
How could you think so? It's our new friend.
So Kane would be like prestidigitating sand in whatever way, using mold earth to move dirt out of the way so we can get to the chains.
Okay. So you start helping the buried dragon turtle, and the tone of your conversation is very pleasant and unthreatening and comforting. As you start to notice the kind of shadows in the cave become less frantic, as it were, and they start to calm down, and then they start to come towards the cave entrances. So maybe everyone else is like busy uncovering the chains, but Azza and Chadwick, you notice emerging from the caves, or at least going to the mouths of the caves, are a number of small creatures. And I'll put this out for you. That should be up and available to you. So yeah, you see these small kind of jittery creatures emerge, and they're kind of at the cave mouths watching you cautiously, but they're not coming down to you, but they're kind of watching from afar.
While Kane's doing all this, you see Mage Hand come out and just with a napkin, like dab the sweat that's on his forehead.
Yes. Oh, thank you. And as like sand starts to get clear, he's able to move a little bit more, so he starts to shake, and he exposes when most of the sand is covered, he is able to move and kind of drag his like limbs out from the sand, but the movement is still limited as you see these huge chains on binding all of his limbs, and they have like runes inscribed upon them.
Salam, can you detect what kind of magic is on here chains?
I was thinking, I have this gem that does a very powerful dispel magic. I was thinking that should suffice for getting rid of the magic on these chains. But sure, I can detect magic first.
Or you want me to try doing an Arcana check first?
No,
you could do an Arcana check or detect magic. So yeah, you could ritual cast instead of doing the Arcana check, and yeah, you detect some powerful kind of locking spell of sorts. So it's not a specific spell, but it's just like some sort of like arcane lock or a binding or like a charm that makes these chains like indestructible or something.
Gotcha.
So there's
Yeah,
just
I'll use the
yeah.
I'll use the sapphire
Mhm.
and do a 9th level dispel magic on it.
So there are 4 chains for each one. So how many charges does it have that you can use that for? Because you can, so there is a DC for it, but I believe the gem casts it at 9th level, I believe. So
Yeah.
that will probably just override the DC. So you do that on one of the chains and the runes just like shatter and it becomes a normal chain. And then the dragon turtle kind of he's in his weakened state, he's still able to break just a normal iron chain. And you hear the metal of the chain start to scream and screech, and then eventually the chains are broken. But there are still 3 more.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't know how many charges this thing has.
Let
I don't
me
have
double
an item
check
for
for
it,
you.
so
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just
know.
text I gave to you. I'll find it again.
Probably
Back.
1.
I'm guessing 1, but
Because
How
the
to
9th level
yeah,
dispel
let me
magic
see.
is crazy strong.
yeah.
So the sapphire has 3 charges. As an action, you can expend 1 charge to cast it, and it gains 1d3 charges at dawn.
Great. I'll
So
use all 3 charges.
Yeah.
And
so
then...
once you use all the charges, it stops glowing, but when it gets 1 back, it will start to glow again. So it's not like once you've if you use them all, it goes. But yeah. So you are able to do that on 3 of the 4 chains, and upon the 3rd one, it stops glowing.
And then I'll just use a 3rd level dispel magic on the 4th one just to see if I can roll high enough.
So yeah, you'll need to do
I'll cast guidance on myself first.
So
to,
roll
help with this
a
ability check
with your spellcasting D.
Can I encourage him and give him a patron blessing for
You
advantage?
can, yeah.
Oh.
So you get advantage and guidance then.
Salam, you got this. You're blessed by Saloon.
25. Yeah, you get that. So you are able. It's hard work. So you're kind of like you come to a realization of how powerful this sapphire is, and then you are able to work your magic and break the final magic on the chain, and then the dragon turtle breaks the final chain and just comes fully out of the sands and starts to stretch and move around, and you're just like overwhelmed at the size of this creature. It should probably be bigger than this token, but yeah.
I think so.
Out of curiosity, Salam, have you asked it why it was chained?
No, it was chained by a Netherese wizard, though.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how Azza would react to that. It's like, does he understand the Netherese were dicks, or is that just Fedor and me talking?
Maybe. I mean,
this is a
very long time ago.
You 3 have been talking to him, and I haven't, so I trust your judgment on this. I just it bothers me slightly.
Why did this Netherese wizard have you imprisoned in the first place?
I ate 30 of his children. For the lulz.
I'm not sure. It's been millennia since I were with them. Perhaps I was for an experiment, manual labor, parts, who knows. But their intent was not good. They were a bad people, or at least the ones I came across were.
That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that you've been trapped here for so long, but at least we were able to free you.
Indeed, I am free once again and in your debt. So yeah, as the chains are broken, the little creatures in the cave start venturing down, and they look quite overjoyed.
Yeah, they're definitely not kobolds. It seems my ability to predict what's coming up is far worse than yours, Salam. Could I just take a long look at one, see if I recognize?
Yeah, you could roll nature.
Okay.
With advantage since you read books and stuff.
I read a shit ton of books.
He reads books.
19. So these aren't like the Chewingas you've read about, but they definitely resemble them, and you know that they live in many environments. But so yeah, you're able to identify these as Chewingas.
I've never seen one before. Not until now.
They're very
And
rare.
I wasn't even sure they were real. But they appear to be Chewingas. I never imagined they could be from the desert, but now that I think about it, there's no reason they couldn't be.
They're
What's
really
a Chewinga?
It's like a nature spirit, I think.
that is
they're-
one extensive library you have growing up there, Asa.
Hexers are scholastic warriors. Well, now most of the tales come from the little continent of Cholt. I always figured they were jungle spirits, but there's no reason they couldn't be desert. They're mostly harmless. They've got powerful magics, but really fairly harmless.
Okay, let's see. So as you do this, they're still keeping their distance, but one of them, with a very large, important-looking stick, kind of hops up towards the group, and it starts like chittering and making random noises, kind of gesticulating at you and the.
We still have tongues, so.
Well, they don't actually have a language listed. I think. Let me think. So
Yeah,
I
wasn't
thought
that
maybe they had like Sylvan or elemental language or something.
yeah. Let me see.
they communicate through movements, wasn't it?
Something
And
like
even
that.
like Icewind Dale when we ran into the ice one.
Yeah. It's kind of just chittering and chattering and movements and gestures, as
It's
far
like
as
the
I can
things that
tell.
shake their head from like My Neighbor Toro.
Mm-hmm.
It speaks like the women that Kane visits at the club.
Yeah, it doesn't have a language as far as I can see.
Okay.
So let me see. So it's kind of gesturing towards you, and it's going to just bestow a charm on you guys. As thanks, I just need to get the
They are
charms
charmers.
list. Where are we? Charms. Where would charms be in the DM's guide?
222, I think.
222. Wow.
I literally just looked it up on Saturday. I think it was 222.
Fucking Swizz got the whole manual memorized.
God damn.
I don't have page numbers on D&D Beyond though.
Other rewards. Oh, it was 228.
What
There's
chapter
Charm
is
of
that?
Animal Conjuring, Charm of Dark Vision, Charm of Feather Falling, Charm of Heroism, Charm of Restoration, Charm of the Slayer, and Charm of Vitality.
Yeah, you guys can just pick one of those.
Okay.
Preferably not Charm of Animal Conjuring, because that's effort for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't
Way
be
to
bothered
go.
making a lot of tiny ass tokens for you to just throw at something. Just throw
For
into a
that-
bunch of
just for
traps.
that next game, you DM, I'm definitely making a conjurer.
Charm of Restoration or Charm of Vitality are probably the best ones.
So as this kind of Chewinga comes up to you, it kind of like grabs at you to try and get it at its level, and it kind of just like gives you a look over. It checks your ears and teeth and eyes, kind of chitters happily. Then it kind of takes out from its pouch some sort of sandy, earthy mix, and kind of then just like smacks it on your forehead, leaving a handprint, and then you kind of feel like a wash of magical energy kind of wash over you, and you are imbued with the charm's effect.
Crap, I'm looking at the list of charms, so it's
So
mixed
yeah,
up with
conjure
like,
animal,
the dark gifts and
vision, feather falling, heroism, restoration, slayer, vitality, resilience, safe passage, precision, and nature's wrath. Yeah, precision seems pretty good.
Precision? I don't see that one.
Oh, is that not in here?
Oh, well, I actually
should-
looked up a whole other list of charms when I was
Mm-hmm.
doing this because I didn't really like the ones that were in here. So yeah, there could be other ones.
There's
Yeah.
definitely charms that are not appropriate in the big list of charms. Like there's some from what's it, Ravenor? No, that's a book thing.
What does
Ravenok?
precision do?
Ravnica.
Yeah, there's some from
Let's
Ravnica,
See,
and there's
Charm
the
of
Dark Gifts.
Precision. I just got this off a Reddit post. When you miss with an attack roll, you can use this charm to grant yourself a +2 bonus to the attack roll.
How many times can you do that?
Disappears after 3 uses.
Okay.
Well, if you're allowing it, I'll take it. What exactly did you say it does?
Let me.
+2 after you miss an attack.
I'll put this in Discord.
I'd take it if you give it.
We can choose one of these.
Ooh, I want the Charm of Prescience. When you receive this charm, roll 3 d20s. Functions like the Diviner Wizard's Portent.
Is that on this list?
I found this one on Reddit.
Let's just go with the one I've got here, so the 11 charms. So, Animal Conjuring, Dark Vision, Feather Falling, Heroism.
Where is he? Where is here? What is this list?
It's on Reddit. A random thing
I'm
I
on
found
Reddit.
on Reddit. Oh, look harder.
Oh, you linked them. Okay.
I put him in Discord.
That's what I need to know.
So yeah, number 10, Charm of Precision, +2 attack rolls.
Nature's Wrath isn't bad either.
So yeah, you can have a think about that, and then yeah, just say which one you get, and
Yeah. You can
Use
see
it.
which ones are homebrewed by the user slash.
so yeah. After that, they kind of like they just mill around, just kind of having a little party, celebrating their friend's release. Good. So yeah, and then the dragon is kind of like just it's kind of stretching and moving around, but it's very sluggish. So at some point it's going to go find something more substantial to eat, but until then it is here and talking with you. So thank
Nature's
you
Wrath really
again
is
for
pretty
your
good.
aid. I was worrying I would perish here. It's been a long time. Where is it you are heading to?
Oh, we are trying to find the ruins of Azumar.
Yes, those. The ruined city, indeed.
Is that where this wizard is from that tracked you?
Related, perhaps, but that was millennia ago.
We are seeking a nether scroll that is supposedly buried there. It should help us avert a cataclysmic event in our time.
Your time. So you're
Yes.
not from the future, perhaps?
We are from the future, yes.
Fascinating. I believe the Netherese were meddling with such magics. I do not know. I only overheard certain things, but yes, they did have powerful magics and scrolls and understanding. But they were a bad people. It is good they are gone.
Sounds like it.
But yes, the ruined city, not maybe a little over or a little under a day from here, but I do not know its current standing as I have been here for the past few millennia. What? Do Charm of Slayer, but have the weapon be Undead Slayer instead of Dragon or Giant. What's that gonna do? It says DM's choice. It'll probably be either Dragon or Giant. Yeah, I wouldn't say Undead. Just keep it at that. So, yes. Anything else to say with the dragon turtle here before you move on?
Is there any other help you can give us on this quest? It's rather important.
Hmm. I will find something to eat, and then I shall perhaps make my way there and aid you if I can.
Of course. You know what? I'm going to take the Charm of Restoration,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration on him to give him some energy to hunt with.
Okay. Alright.
Here, this should help you hunt.
Oh.
And I place a hand upon him.
And you see his eyes kind of go wide, and oh, yes. It will make sense. Oh, yes, I feel the energy is very good. I shall quickly find something to eat and then make my way to aid you if I can. Wonderful. Thank you. You are kind. But I will help you.
Of course,
through
it's nice to meet a dragon that's not trying to kill us for once.
I am aware of my kind's tendency to be aggressive, but a millennia trapped in here has humbled me, to say the least. I'm sure if it was another time and different circumstances, I'd be trying to eat you.
Thanks.
Well, I'm glad that we aren't here under those circumstances then.
Yes. Indeed.
Perhaps we could find a good place around here to rest, and before we continue on with our venture.
I
You
would
are
be fine
welcome
with
to
that.
rest here. I will depart to hunt the Chwingo.
Perhaps we
Keep you
can
company.
meet you back here after you have hunted, and then we can make our way to Azamar together.
It is uncertain how long I will be, but I will see you there. Do not worry. Do not wait for me if your quest is as important as you say.
Now we've got a lifetime.
That's true.
We have many lifetimes.
I mean, yeah, you
So
can
we
wait, or
So
you
we shouldn't
could
just waste
meet
them
him there.
frivolously.
I mean, do we even know if time is passing regularly, like back where we're from, or are we just going to be back and it's going to be like a second?
You have no idea.
There ain't no
Well,
time wizards
Hey,
here
do
to
you have
ask.
any idea how that kind of magic works?
No, perhaps I should get Oracle here to read the book. Maybe this would help us understand the time.
What book? Oh, no, I don't think we need that, Kane.
Ken can do what he wants. He's a big boy.
I want to so
He's a
fucking
grown ass
bad.
man. He'd do what he wants.
The moment I saw this thing, I was like, imagine if I was writing it.
Man, you're evil. You're evil.
I'm
So I'm
gonna
gonna be very opposed to that because this thing has been like enslaved for millennia, and now you want to enslave it again. Like, yeah.
He could do what he wants.
As long as I decide what he wants.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, it will kind of leave you to set up camp, and then it kind of just like it slowly kind of moves off into the desert to go find something or someone to eat.
As a son, build us some shelter so we can have shade. And some
Oh, I can-
firewood.
I can put the hut up. That'll give us shade.
Yeah,
He
Azison
needs-
starts like just piling sand up into a bigger pile,
The
or
kobold
like
needs
just digging
busy
a
work.
hole.
He needs the exercise, Salam.
Oh, okay.
If he wants to be big and strong like Gaza.
You saw how hard he failed during that training. We gotta
Yeah, you
give
need
him
to train him
some
some more.
reinforcement.
So yeah, he'll do some manual training, and then maybe Azza can give him school him a bit more, and like if he survives like these trials,
we
we'll
do.
give him like multi attack or something.
Today we do suicides.
Yeah, but yeah, he starts like trying to build a hole that Kane can sit in, and it'll be shaded. And then he starts looking around for wood, but there isn't really any around. Yeah, but you set up camp, the Chwinger, they kind of disappear and they kind of bring you some like scraps, like cactus juice and kind of nuts and berries. Do you accept any of it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you drink the cactus juice, make a constitution saving throw.
You're so rude. There's a meme about this. I saw it yesterday. I'm gonna find it again.
17. Kane, you can feel that this isn't water. 14. Salam, it's not harsh, but you start like hallucinating a little bit. Azza starts hallucinating quite a bit.
I'm tripping balls.
But Kane's alright. Let's see about Chadwick.
Kane has experience with psychedelics.
Kane does worse on the reg.
Hey, it seems to be paying off this
alright.
campaign.
So yeah, this you either go on a decent trip or like a very light trip as you drink the cactus juice. Yeah. And then yeah, you have your long rest. And then when you're ready, you set off towards the necropolis.
Alright, so I got all 3 charges back on the
Nice.
sapphire.
So yeah, when you wake up, you see the sapphire glowing brightly once again.
Grow.
Oh, I forgot Kane had a full name. Kane Isaac Darach.
Kid.
Kid.
That's how Mr. Paint knows him. Kid.
That's true. Mr. Paints.
Is O'Gruel back yet?
You haven't seen him. He's very hungry and very big.
Okay.
He needs to go eat probably like a whole village or something of people.
Gotcha.
What the fuck did we just unleash?
So he's probably gone and found
It's okay. They don't have
the
villages
dine
here.
you rescued from the Cyclops. He's gonna
It's
chow down on
fine.
them.
They don't have villages.
Or
It's
a
just
camel.
nomads.
Yeah, you'll find a camel or people or something to eat. So yeah, you set off and start heading towards the necropolis. Okay. Okay, where will you come from?
Where do you go now?
Let's put you here.
No, not there. More like over here. Wow, as the sun jumps in, I get twice as much vision.
Oh wow, yeah.
He's already more useful than Chadwick. Look at that.
You can leave him alone. He doesn't have
So
he doesn't have
let's
rank
see.
chevrons
As
next to
you
his
enter
name.
the necropolis, you is it
It's
this
a
one?
boot.
Yeah. So you see before you a city that has long fallen to ruin. Scoured husks of once magnificent stone buildings jut out of the desert like rotted teeth. Emerging from under the smothering sands, the remnants of ancient streets wind their way around crumbled walls and through the rubble of collapsed buildings. Ahead you see and hear a sandstorm in the middle of the ruined city that swirls in place like a dome of an immense seething cathedral. Yeah, you can see that here. So yeah, closer. Yeah, it's kind of you kind of put your ear to the winds and you can just about hear like Darude sandstorm playing. Okay. So yeah, you are on the outskirts of this city.
Maybe we should just go by one token so it doesn't look like our whole group is bigger than a house.
Uh-huh.
It's not a big deal. Which way should we enter from?
My first instinct says the wall, because the path is still at least walkable. Well, no.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Kane, do you have any?
Sorry, what was that?
Um, do you have any feelings as to which way we should enter the necropolis?
Uh, none of those tablets gave me like a direction of where we should enter. It just told us like where is it at,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. They just told you the location of this city. But your attention is very much kind of drawn to the dome of swirling sand in the center. So that's just here.
I could do divination real quick and ask Saloon.
Oh. What do you
Perhaps
want?
we.
It seems like a little small for a divine favor.
Yes.
Well, it's just a ritual spell. Doesn't take much.
Is this not one of those magics like augury that if you try to cast it twice, it doesn't quite work?
There's a 25% chance with each casting that you'll get a random reading, but I mean, I don't use it every adventure, so.
This just seems like a small thing to use it on.
Perhaps we could just look
I
for a
mean-
main gate or something and enter through that way.
Are you
we
just
see-
looking for where you need to be going?
We see the broken walls here, I assume. We may not notice there's a gate, but I don't know. We follow the roads, it leads to
Let's
somewhere.
just follow the path then.
Yeah,
Or, you know-
follow the wall, and then so we find a gate or something.
We see a wall and we see a road. Probably leads to a gate. Blue Skidoo, we can too.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna switch out a spell because there's no point in me having Word of Recall here because we are in the past.
Makes sense.
What if we get back to Candlekeep but in the wrong time? We could warn them what happens and hire us a lot earlier. Also, a better bargain, more pay. Oh, I thought it was a good idea.
Okay, so yeah, you start exploring the city.
Okay, so we are inside the city now. I mean, is there anything notable about the gate?
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm looking for something. Where is this?
Only the claw knows.
It's not here.
About a boop battle.
Oh, let's just see. Yeah, I'll just use this. Alright, yeah, so you start heading into the city. Yeah, the more you enter the city, the kind of it becomes apparent like this is like a long lost ruined place, the desolation, the sense of scorched sand. But the main thing about this place is like the hiss of the sandstorm in the center that increases in volume, and it looks to be very furious. It's like whipping around. If you tried to just walk into it, it would probably just chew you up or throw you a long distance. So yeah, you start to enter the city. And you start searching around.
Can you re-import my sheet real quick, please?
Sure, hold on.
Thanks.
Okay. So as you spend some time looking around. So yeah, you could do a investigation check to look through the city.
That's okay. And as I put the minute glasses on, I just crawling around, just like looking.
It's looking
not
like a
going to do-
lizard.
That's why I'm not going to do it, but the idea was hilarious. Alright, investigation. What the fuck? Your dice stopped my dice. It would have been bigger.
I'm really good at investigation.
Your dice stopped my dice.
Where are we?
I demand satisfaction.
What was DC?
I'll give guidance to Chadwick because he's good at investigation.
Wait, well, he's not here at the moment. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's all the way back there.
Where did he go now? Where did he go?
So yeah, Chadwick will do an investigation. Yeah,
25.
So you all start looking around, but then Chadwick kind of just like rolls his eyes, kind of kicks a stone over, and then, oh look, there it is. So Chadwick kind of like starts like analyzing the buildings and like looking at the structure, bless you. And he says, oh, this place looks like it might have held something in the past. And then he starts kind of digging around, and then eventually he kind of like pulls out a very worn and old chest. Yeah, I found something.
A chest?
Yeah, finders keepers, right?
No.
I mean,
Well,
maybe.
I guess we could leave it then. Oh, okay. I mean, what are we gonna do with it? You wanna open it?
Does it look locked? Should we check for traps?
I don't know, I found it. I'm not really one for finding traps. That's more... Asa? You seem to
that's
always
me.
do that. Give this chest a look.
Finally.
Kind of just like slaps it on the top.
No!
It just
Finally,
explodes.
the glasses.
Bang! So yeah, have a look for traps.
I look at the minutia.
The what?
The minutia with my
Minutia.
glasses.
He's got eyes of minute seeing.
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Around like Benjamin
So-
Franklin glasses.
You notice in the handle holes where you would pull it up, there is a kind of mechanism that, if not disabled, would chop your fingers off.
Oh. Sounds perfect for a mage hand.
Kane can open it.
Oh, this is a little vicious little trap. I don't see anything on the lock, but on the handles if you were to carry their chest away.
Yeah, so the handles where you open the lids is where the trap is. So you found it. You would need to do a sleight of hand check to disable the trap. Sorry.
Or we can just have a mage hand open it.
You could do.
No, it sounds like so long.
Yeah,
It's
you
got a
could
good
do
point.
that as
We
well.
might just trigger the trap harmlessly.
Yeah, you could do that.
Mage hand.
Mage hand.
This is a
God.
totone.
It was tough to
Looks
tell
nice.
from where I'm sitting. Kind of like, is that a chicken nugget?
Chicken nugget. So
It's like I
yeah,
said, it's tough to tell.
you conjure
Tastes good.
mage hand. Is it one hand or two?
One.
It's one hand.
All right, Chadwick will
Or
conjure
it's
the
called
other.
mage hands.
Yeah, that's true. So you kind of slide them in and start to pull the chest open. Before it opens, there's a click, and then you see this blade kind of come down, and then the mage hands kind of just like shatter as they are broken.
Alright. Would you do me a kindness and do that one more time? Just in case the blade resets itself.
Yeah. I mean, the blade is like down,
Never mind.
so you'd need to
It's-
reset the trap.
If it very visibly doesn't reset, it doesn't reset.
Yeah. So I mean, there's not much of a handhold anymore, but you're strong enough that you'd be able to get the chest open. So yeah, you open the chest, and inside you see a hoard, well, a chest full of treasure in the form
Oh,
of
no.
gems, currency, and jewels.
But
Look at all that.
Oh,
holy shit.
all this and
Maybe, yeah, that's a
one-
pretty big chest actually. So yeah, big chest
that one
filled
chest
with
that we just find on the
currency
outside
and
of-
gems. So yeah, a bunch of fanciful gems and then a bunch of old currency.
I'm just gonna post that into
Yeah.
Discord.
So yeah, very nice.
Just no, never mind.
Mm.
Don't worry about it. I had a thought, but it really is not worth our time. Hey, look, Timberline.
Perhaps this currency would even be worth more than it's really worth to like collectors of ancient things or something when we go back.
Yeah, if there's going to be a coin collector, there'll be one in Candlekeep.
Perhaps we could contact Mr. Paints and
Mr. Paints.
arrange a meeting.
Is there
I think it would
a
need to be
form
more
of
than
nerd that
unique.
Candlekeep doesn't have?
Yeah, it'll probably need to be more unique and weird than just an old coin to pique Mr. Paint's interest.
Perhaps
Yeah.
that chest.
I bet they're fucking role players in Candlekeep. But they've got fucking LARPs.
They have this
Bunch of
weird ass.
nerds.
They got some like Magic the Gathering ring going, probably. Anyway,
Do we take the chest too? How big is the chest?
pretty big, big enough to
Oh, okay,
have all
never
of
mind.
that stuff in it. I mean, haven't you got a bag of holding or something?
We have a handy haversack.
Yeah, just dump it all in there, I guess.
I got a bag of holding as well.
Yeah, so you can just dump it into both or one of those, and head on out.
Okay.
So yeah,
believe this
you
big
find
loot is
that,
just
and
on
then
the
you
outside.
start looking around, poking around a bit more, hoping to find something. And yeah, so you step on out into one area, and then something happens. Oh shit.
Remember,
glitter.
when ruins don't
What?
stay unoccupied very long.
So you start traversing one area, and then suddenly the sand starts to give way. And before you are able to call out or react, dozens and dozens of skeletal arms erupt from the sands and start grabbing at you. Can everyone make a dexterity saving throw, please?
No! Why do you do this to me?
Oh, Chadwick didn't have a long rest.
Instead of doing a dexterity saving throw, can I just do channel divinity, turn undead, destroy undead?
I guess you could.
Because that
Yeah.
would be his reaction.
That's fine, yeah. You just obliterate them all. Yeah. Yeah, so, I don't know, those of you who fail start to be, like, pulled down into the sands. There'll be a whole, like, quicksand kind of thing. But then you kind of just, like, just channel divinity and obliterate all of the skeletal hands. So those of you who failed it will kind of be, let's say, waist deep in the sand. So restrained, at least.
So I'll probably be waist deep in the sand.
So do the check, and also tell me the range of channel divinity as well, please.
It's 30 feet radius.
30 feet, okay, that's fine. So where was I? Dexterity saving throw. Okay, so what was the DC? Okay, so Azza, Kane, Chadwick, where's Salam's roll? And
I
Azza
said I wasn't doing one, so I just get restrained.
Oh, you just get pulled in. How about Azza?
Yeah, because
as well?
instead of trying to dodge it, I just start channeling.
Oh, okay. So Azza needs to do it as well. Do you want to do that, Kane, or shall I?
Wait, what's up?
I'll do it. So yeah, you dexterity save. Alright. So everyone is kind of waist high in the sands. So you're kind of restrained in the sands there. So yeah, your whole lower half is like embedded in the sand. And you're kind of like, oh, nice move, Salam. That could have gone worse. But before things settle, you hear a mad cackling and chattering as you see zooming towards you beyond 30 feet. Well, they get within range. So you see some flaming skulls zooming towards you. So let's roll initiative for that. So I'll just kind of spread you out a bit, I guess, as you would, and we'll just use this map as what we were. So let's see, they were kind of like just zooming towards you from over here, and we will roll initiative.
I apologize for being an idiot. What did you say my status was? Am I restrained?
So you're kind of up to your waist, buried in the sands. So you're restrained in that way.
Okay. Would you say it'd be difficult to get out?
You would need to pull yourself out, yeah. So I don't know. I've never been buried waist deep in sand, but I imagine it's pretty hard to get out of.
It'd probably take an action, I would guess.
Yeah, an action, maybe like a athletics or strength check.
Maybe I just cast Fireball.
Or you just start slinging spells. Alright, so Salam, you're first.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just Misty Step
That'll do it.
out of the ground.
So yeah, you just Misty Step out of the sands and go there.
Over to that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will just Staff of Striking it.
Alright, so yeah, you Misty Step. Kind of emerge before it, some of this. And then you kind of leave this like dimple in the earth from where you were, and then you just start hitting it.
it's I had it fixed to where it was doing my strength mod, but now it's not doing it again.
Yeah,
so
just
that's
let me know if it's 22 total.
damage total.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 23 is going to hit, so 22 damage. And it's bludgeoning force.
Bludgeoning, yeah. And then
okay, that doesn't
how much
count.
of it
I
was
thought
force?
bludgeoning. I guess that's like skeletons. It doesn't matter.
I thought these had the vulnerability too.
Yeah,
Weird.
no, it doesn't apparently. Okay. So yeah, all right. So 22. Yeah, but yeah, you see you hit it and like that you see this cracking already. Yeah, that was a solid hit. It's yeah. Anything else?
Cool. No.
Alright, over to this one here. So this one will start cackling and chattering, and it will send out a ball of fire.
You wouldn't dare.
Kablamo.
Yeah, that mad lad.
Where's the template? Okay.
I don't know.
It
You
didn't
got to
appear.
press.
So 20 foot. So yeah, it sends a ball of fire careening towards the group of you trapped in the sands. So Kane is able to just counterspell that. Were you checking? Were you in range?
He is, yeah.
Alright, so yeah,
Just
Kane,
barely.
you see this happening and you channel your energies and snuff out the spell before it happens. We'll go over to the next one here and it will do the same thing. So fireball, same target. So any counter spells? No,
You only get one.
you only get one.
Yeah.
So yeah, another fireball. There we go. So you need to do a
Ooh,
DC 13
big roll.
dexterity saving throw. Pretty low DC. Is it intelligence?
And
Let me see.
restrained gives us disadvantage.
That's true. Is it intelligence? Yeah, it is intelligence. Yeah. So yeah, you're disadvantaged because you're restrained. So yeah, DC 13. And I'll do as a son.
Nice game. Ooh.
Ooh, Azasan, not quite. Chadwick will do it. Dexterity saving throw. Disadvantage. Ooh, Azasan, that's a chunk of health. 17, that's a pass. So 18 on Chadwick. Oh, he's still got banishment on. Oh, let's get rid of that. Effects. Concentrate.
Did Azza roll?
I don't know. I don't think so.
What? Sorry, I was reading spell features.
Dexterity saving throw for the second fireball. DC 13
terribly.
at disadvantage.
Terribly sorry.
No, no
I got
worries.
my
So
head-
yeah,
my
do
head's in the
that,
wrong
and
place.
then it is your turn. And yeah, you see Azasan just take this like on the nose, and he just starts like screaming in pain. He's not
Okay, I
got fire.
fail,
Does
and
he
the
have
damage
fire
was
resistance?
36.
No, he does not.
Damage 36. Minus 36. Terribly sorry about that. I just
No,
got-
no worries. So
put 23.
yeah,
How'd I put 23?
36 damage
That
total.
means 13 more.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, you see Azasan just wailing in pain. He probably can't take another one of these. We'll give him death
That's-
saves. He won't just get
That's a
snuffed
crying
out.
shame.
Good thing I countered the first one.
Yeah.
He's still about to die. He doesn't go before the third one, so.
Well, the third one is in your face, so it will probably
True.
be focused on you. So yeah, Azza, you take the fireball to the face, and you find yourself buried in sand. You saw Salam teleport out of it. What do you do?
I have two options for teleport, and they're really both probably better saved.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was lost in thought as I was looking at like, well, I could do that, but I could do this, I could do that. I still haven't decided. Come on, just a minute.
Yeah. No rush.
Let me go check range again. Okay. I'll keep it simple at the very least for this round. I'll action to pull myself out, but as I'm pulling myself, I'll also just like throw the sword. So bonus action. Let Serpent's Fang, if no one else, get into a fight. So I can throw him as far as there, and then he'll start swinging.
Okay. And then do a strength athletics check, I guess, to kind of pull yourself out of the sand. It's going to be pretty
Sure.
low DC.
Sure. I mean, I can always roll one.
You could. A 1 probably wouldn't do it.
My privilege of rolling 2 ones.
Yep, there we go. So yeah, you're able to pull yourself out of the sand. So you throw the sword and then you start pulling yourself out of the sand, and Serpent's Fang starts attacking this skull.
It screams, and the way it screams.
18 hits for 14 slashing. Very good.
Okay, that's my turn. Sorry for the wait.
No worries. Over to this one that is face to face with Salam. So this one is going to shoot out a magic missile. Oh, wait, go on. So it will shoot a magic missile towards Salam. So 5 times. See, so what was it? Hold on.
So it'd be 25.
25, yeah. 25. So yeah, 25 damage. Yeah, I need to sort of redo something. Yeah, so 25 damage as these kind of flaming darts of magic come out and just hit you point blank. And we go over to Chadwick, who will shadow step out of the sands. Let's see, so he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, no, he'll go there. And then he'll fire off a spell. These are made of fire, he knows this. And and they're undead. So he'll probably just actually go, yeah, there, and then he'll shocking grasp that one. So 19 for 14. Okay, and then we go over to Kane.
Alright. Kane is going to use his bonus action to Misty Step.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to then use his action to Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm. Which one first? The one next to Salam is pretty roughed up. The one at the top is untouched, and the one in the middle has a deep cut in it.
I'll go for the one in front of Salam.
Okay. So yeah, that's gonna hit for 11. Still standing, but it is starting to shatter and break apart. 29, that's gonna finish it off. So yeah, the second one finishes it off, and the fire putters out, and the skull kind of hits the floor, crumbling.
And then my third blast will go to the one that's way off in the distance.
Okay. 13. That misses, unfortunately. So yeah,
And
this
that'll
one
be my turn.
has plenty of time to react, and it kind of ducks out of the way. Over to Azerson. So Kane, you take care of him.
He's going to fucking run all the way over here and hide behind
Just take cover behind something.
this thing here and use his action to hide.
So yeah, screaming. Well, he needs to pull himself out first, so it'll be a strength athletics check to dig himself out.
That's right. Hold on, let's put him back then. Hold on. Let's see if he gets out.
So like, it's pretty easy, like DC 12.
You said athletics?
Yeah, strength athletics. He's stuck. He's like screaming, just trying to dig himself out, but he's just panicking.
He'll just try to, instead of trying to dig himself out, he's just gonna wiggle around and try to make himself smaller in the hole. And that'll be his turn.
Alright, over to Salam.
Moving over to this one. Attack.
20 hits for
17 plus another 9, so 26.
Okay. It's nearly falling apart.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just spiritual weapon it.
Okay. Spiritual weapon.
17 to hit?
17. Yeah, that hits for 12.
For 12.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so you strike and it crumbles. Well, the fire putters out and it hits the floor. These pieces are still there.
Great.
Go over to this one here. So it'll focus on the biggest group it can. So it's going to fireball again, but Kane, are you going to counter that?
Where's this going?
It's going towards the biggest group, so it's gonna
Probably like right there.
lay around here.
Oh.
So it's, I guess it could light here. Yeah, that's where I placed it first. So yeah, here.
I'll make the deck save.
All right. So yeah, you see it coming. So dexterity saving throw from Azza, Kane, and Chadwick. So dexterity save.
I heard that.
So
Dexterity.
if you're out of the sands, you don't have disadvantage. DC 13. Save, and
Wait for it.
Oh, failed by
fail.
one.
So 24 full, half as much for a pass. So 12. Nice.
I think I might have passed. I'm looking. I don't see. What I'm double checking is if my cloak of protection has been applied. I thought I
I
applied
thought you
it,
took
but
it off.
well, I thought I would put it back on.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
you
double
did.
check
Because I've
that.
got sword, ring of spell storing, and then I would have thought cloak, but I'm checking my. I have it now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no
Again, I'm
worries.
slowing this down.
So your
I don't
turn
have to
now.
attune to my. I don't have to attune to my new armor, do I?
It's just plate,
That's
isn't it?
Yeah, with a +1 added to it.
I mean,
Yeah,
no, you don't
that's
need to
not
attune to
attunement.
that.
Um,
Unless
okay.
you want to.
Sorry. All right, my number is 13, so I passed. Because I need to adjust my
Oh,
saving throws.
okay. Yeah, pass then. So just 22 no, 12 damage. Sorry.
Okay. My profile sheet is jank.
So yeah, you see
I
but
thought-
one skull remaining.
I probably applied these and then forgot to apply them to D&D Beyond, so thus unapplying them. Every other time. Oh, it's my turn.
It is.
Well, I guess I should adjust my saving throws later. Alright, move the sword aside so I can take its place. Let it swing first.
Are you gonna move it?
Didn't I just move it?
I don't see it moved.
I'll move that. Oh, where is it going?
What's that?
Are you trying to attack the spiritual weapon?
Oh, what the hell?
I think you might
I
desync.
was like, what are you doing?
I don't know.
I presume you're attacking the final one, which is
I
up
think
there.
I'm hallucinating because I could have sworn I saw one like right there.
Maybe you've desynced or something. Anyway, the final
I'm
one
hallucinating.
is up here.
Okay, yeah, I think I can reach it. Does a fuck man? Now I'm scaring myself. Does a 17 or 21 hit?
21 hits for
Yeah.
17 slashing. Yeah.
Okay, I'll double check to see if I have range to move there. I don't, but I'll start.
You start running over.
Red Rover run over, send me right over.
Okay.
I suppose I can dash to at least give Salam a chance. Why not? The spellcaster. It's not like being close is gonna hurt me.
Very true. So yeah, you maneuver into a favorable position for anyone who wishes to move in. Then we move over to Chadlewick, who will send out a chromatic orb of shadowness. So 21 hits for 10. And then we go over to Kane.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're going to finish it off unless you roll like ass. 15, I think that hits. Yeah, that hits for 15. 15 for 15. 19 hits for 13. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, you finish the final one off. So yeah, these skulls, you see as they are defeated, the fire that is around them kind of putters out, and then the kind of remnants, the shards of the skull, kind of clatter down to the floor, motionless. Yeah. So yeah, now that the battle is over, there is just the whistling of the sandstorm at the center and the screams of Azasun kind of like buried in the sands, suffering from whatever degree burns.
I'll go give him a healing hands.
So yeah, you all go over and start digging him out and tending to his wounds.
I'm not dirtying my hands though, so I'm using mage hand.
Yeah.
Um,
What's that scream?
I'll give him a first level cure wounds.
That's very generous of you.
I give him encouraging words. It
So
won't
he
be the
heals for
last.
13.
This is the first time, and it won't be the last.
And then he heals for 15 on top of that. So I think he's full. No.
Just screaming in the
quite.
background there.
I think someone's bird's going crazy.
Maybe. Alright, so yeah, you dig him out, give him some healing, so we got a 13 and a 15. Nice.
No, that's in the lobby. Hold on.
Yeah, I think Kane's got a bird.
That's in the lobby.
Let's all go to the... Wait, they have a bird in the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Get our favorite snacks.
So, yeah. You can... Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So there was something I kind of missed about these floating skulls. So maybe in the heat of the battle you didn't pay much attention to them, but now that they're on the ground, you see that they are kind of adorned with some old tattered cloth, which looks like it is the remnants of a odd hat.
What? It's the wizards. With the funny hats.
With the funny hats, yes. So
Where'd
you
the-
can probably put
where'd
that
the-
together.
Where'd the rest of them go?
Who knows? So yeah, these are likely the remnants of the consortium of 3 from the murals and
I
pictures
would have
inside the
expected them to
caves.
be more powerful than that, even in Undeath.
Mm.
Why'd they attack us?
Because
It's
they're
just like-
undead.
They seemed mindless other than the fact they casted spells. I mean,
Yeah, then perhaps there's something else at foot.
no monologuing, no talking, just cackling and fireballs. I don't know. They're starting to feel way outside of my area of expertise.
Well, whatever it is, they are weak and pathetic. I think we should just continue.
You could do an Arcana check on them.
I choose.
I
to
don't know
fail.
if anyone's familiar with these Flaming Skulls character-wise.
Kane's not.
Okay, you can just leave them then. So yeah, you spend some more time investigating the city, but you don't seem to find anything else much. It seems that for the most part the city is desolate, abandoned, and pointless, except for the swirling dome of sand in the center. So yeah, you start heading towards there. So you see a dome-shaped sandstorm 400 feet wide before you. Flashes of purple lightning course through the roiling storm, and the sound of the sand is nearly deafening. Scoured bones litter the ground beneath it, and the stone of nearby ruins have been gouged by its ceaseless winds. How do you approach this situation?
Do you have like a mobile humans tiny hut?
No.
Well, that'd be
I
nice.
can do freedom of movement on myself. I have oil of slipperiness that I can do freedom of movement on myself.
I think I have that too.
I mean, what's the specifics on that?
On what?
Your slipperiness or the freedom of movement?
It like makes you immune to like paralyzation and stuff like that from magic. Your speed can't be reduced.
You can't be restrained.
Yeah, like all sorts of stuff.
But you can still get whooped by damage.
The target's
Down
movement
there.
is unaffected by difficult terrain, and spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained.
So, I mean, you could do that, but looking at the speed of this and, like, the nearby structures, this sand has been, like, this storm has obliterated the stone structures that were remaining. So, yeah, you could move through it freely, but you would likely be cut up and harmed by the sands and the ferocity of it. Yeah. So if you wanted to just like brute force your way through, that's one approach.
So, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, Spirit Guardians reduces things speed by half. So if I was to do Spirit Guardians, would it slow the sand by half, potentially making it less lethal?
I presume that is like creatures that it slows and not just like wind or magical
Okay,
wind.
it was worth a shot.
Yeah. So it impacts the movement of creatures but not weather. I see where you're coming from, but yeah. If this were like a sentient being, but no, this seems to be just weather or weather conjured through magic.
I could do Mislead and send my illusory double into it
Mm-hmm.
and see through its senses to
Mm-hmm.
send it in there. It
What's
can't be harmed or
the...
anything like that.
Oh, it doesn't have a health pool or anything?
No, it's an illusion.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like an amazing form of scouting.
I wonder if this is made through magic, if you could just quite simply dispel it with that charm.
I could try.
That also sounds exceptionally useful.
Do you mean the sapphire?
Yeah, I'll try with the Sapphire. It has 3 charges, so yeah, I'll try and dispel the storm.
So, yeah, you pull out the sapphire and present it to the sandstorm, and as you channel the magics, you create a 20-foot wide, 20-foot high tunnel in the sandstorm. So you just create this tunnel that you are able to make your way through.
I guess there really is only so much magic to do, but
How big is the sandstorm total?
Oh, what was it? It was like, pretty big. Let me see.
oh, you know, like 20 feet. I kid.
Where did I read it? Wasn't it like 400 or something? Dome. Yeah, you see a dome-shaped sandstorm 400 feet wide before you, and you create a 20-foot tunnel within that. 20 foot wide and tall. So yeah, the magic of the sapphire seems to just punch a hole through the whole thing. So the swirling storm just kind of goes and wisps around and then continues around. So you've just created this like tunnel and the sands just continue to whip around it. So yeah, looks like you've found a way in. What do you do?
Do you want me to do it 2 more times to create a bigger tunnel?
If you feel the need to.
I guess we'll get to the end of this one first and make that decision.
The tunnel goes all the way through.
The
tunnel goes all the way through to the other side. I think it was about so it's 20 foot high, 20 foot wide all the way through. I think the sand...
I was thinking it was just 20 foot in.
No, sorry. So you create a tunnel that goes all the way through, and the sandstorm seems to be about 30 feet deep anyway. So yeah, you create a tunnel 20 foot high, 20 foot wide, and it goes straight through to the other side. So yeah,
I'll start moving through.
Head on into there, and you'll emerge on the other side. So let's get you on there.
Prioritize me, Captain.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Okay, let's get you in.
Hope we get to keep this gem after this adventure because this thing's fucking dope.
Ball the beam up.
So yeah, you find yourselves in here. Where's my readout? Okay. So so step inside the wall. So yeah, you head on in, and inside you find a mastaba. some sort of temple-y kind of thing. So the mastaba is 20-foot high mesa built from a lot of stone, creating like large megaliths in the form of a stepped pyramid with what looks to be some sort of mausoleum on top. Around it you see a ruined stone wall, which is the only structure still standing in the area. Inside the wall you see sand drifts over the stone floor. And let me double check anything else. Yeah. Yep, that's what you see so far. So yes. So yeah, you can start investigating this area. Let's just get rid of those wally bits there. They look kind of grim. Oh, not that one. Where would we keep them? I don't know. Let's keep them.
Want to look around the out? Oh, never mind.
Huh?
I was gonna say, want to look around the outsides before we make our way in.
The outsides is basically the swirling sandstorm. So
I
this
kinda meant,
this
like-
is encased within the sandstorm.
Okay, so well, we could still probably. Never mind. Go, go.
So
I
we're in the
carefully-
center of the sandstorm.
So yeah, the sandstorm surrounds you, and you find this
Gotcha.
this kind of like structure within it.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
this is
I-
certainly interesting.
I cautiously climb the steps, hoping to notice any traps before I step on them.
Okay, let's see. So yeah, as Azza and Salam climb the steps, you start to hear chanting from underneath the sands. And emerging from the sands, you see a number of creatures. That
As soon as that starts happening, I'm gonna throw up Twilight Sanctuary.
okay,
How
so
did
yeah.
they get scorpions on their side?
So emerging from the sands, you see giant scorpions and some sort of wicked and horrid looking creature. And these creatures seem to be chanting something in a unknown language.
What the hell?
Let me just check one last thing. And then as you look up to the mausoleum, as you're at the top of the steps, you notice a large pile of bones which begins to twitch and come to life as well, and it starts knitting itself together, and then this towering creature just stands up and just takes a threatening pose before you. So let's start rolling.
You challenge me.
So we'll roll, and probably we'll have time for one round, I think, by the looks of things.
Yeah, maybe.
It looks kind of like a long round.
It does look like a long round. Where are my rolls?
Yeah, I don't see any rolls.
Yeah, I think I told
Yeah,
it to
same
roll
here.
a lot.
Well, I guess I'll be here for the next 14 minutes.
Yeah, I just told it to roll all the NPCs, and it's probably struggling with that.
Yeah, because I told it to roll and it still hasn't rolled for me either.
Let
I
me reset everything. So begin combat, end combat, just empty the turn order, and then I'll re-enter everyone.
You think that'll stop it? They're coming. The
So
rolls.
try again.
A Greek reckoning.
Nope.
Nope.
What if I roll? Oh, I can roll, I think.
One was not supposed to have so many scorpions, Acheron.
Yeah,
It breaks the rules of the universe.
My rules aren't coming through either.
It's super fresh, but it's affecting all of us. So it's gotta be Foundry
just
or the Forge.
Take you off that one and then bring you back on. So we're on the Necropolis and we'll go back to the Mastava. This token references an actor which no longer exists in this world. Okay. Yeah.
Damn.
Hold on.
That's a sad message.
I need to replace things. What if I put you guys in? Are you able to roll initiative? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I just need to replace all these tokens then. Hold on. Yeah, this was back before the Great Cleanse.
Why did it roll 3d8?
Because that's how many times I've tried to roll my initiative.
Oh.
Okay, let's do something different.
So -7. So you have a 14.
I'm surprised it remembered how many times I was rolling d8s.
I guess just take the first one then.
Yeah, so -7.
Yeah, I just need to...
As a son needs to be added to the initiative.
No.
Okay, I just
He will
need
suffer. As all Azes have suffered. I saw that.
Yeah, so at some point things got jimmy jammed and all the tokens got desynced. I just forgot to replace the ones on this map. So that should work now. So let's get Azasan in there and everyone else. Okay, that should be a full combat tracker.
Let's go.
There we go. That worked.
Jesus Christ. I don't see that many things on the screen.
Yeah, there's a mausoleum in the way.
Holy fuck.
Wait for these dice to
Could be
disappear.
worse. This could be 2E. It could be AD&D. Those whites could steal levels.
Right.
I don't think we're gonna be able to do a round.
Yeah,
There's
it's like
absolutely
10
no way.
Do you want to start this next time then?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even after
Fight.
the delay, I don't think we can do this round.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Alright, so yeah. Here we are. In what looks to be the height.
Will you throw up my Twilight Sanctuary just so I don't forget?
What's that look like? Is that like a 20
It's
foot
the
sphere?
it's the 30-foot
circle.
radius.
30
Perfect
feet, good
circle.
lord.
I'm surprised. He's had this since, what, second level?
What's it look
Yeah.
like?
It's only been 12 levels, Acheron. 12 levels.
It's purple.
Actually, we've been enough. 12 and a half. Yeah.
So yeah,
Twilight.
you do that. Alright, so yeah, you are guys in a bit of a pinch. But it seems like this is where you need to be. So yeah, we'll pick this up next week on Tuesday, 8 PM BST, so tune in for that if you're interested, drop a follow and all that. Sundays I do Waterdeep, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Bit more chilled out, but yeah, tune in for that if you're also interested. And if you guys got anything to shout out?
Nah, just thanks for DMing, thanks for playing, everyone. It was fun as always.
Good,
Yep,
good.
great session, guys.
Yeah,
We're gonna
thanks
do
for
this.
playing.
We're gonna win.
Thanks you
Because
very
I have the
much for
power of the
playing.
elements on my hands. Watch out.
Very good. Okay, so yeah, we'll pick this up again next week then. So yeah, tune in for that if you're interested, and hope to see you there. So thanks for watching, thanks for playing, guys, and goodbye. Peace.
Peace.
Out.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.